How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, please do me the biggest favor of all. Hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on my channel. And also make sure to follow me over at Twitch where I stream at Douglas447. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Season 1. This show ended up starting close to the end of 2015, and there are 3 seasons, and I am planning on watching all 3 seasons and talking to you guys about all 3. This is my review of Season 1, so look forward to Season 2 and 3 reviews coming out very soon here on the channel. And yeah, we're going to talk about everything that I really enjoyed in this season, and then everything that I really did not like. So as always, we're going to talk about positives and negatives, and I'll give you guys my final average review score for the whole season at the very end of this video. So first of all, there's 26 episodes in this season, and this show takes place after the Guardians of the Galaxy movie that came out in 2014, that film that was part of the MCU. And to be completely honest, I really didn't have high expectations. Like, I expected quality considering this was a Marvel show, but I did not think it was going to be as good as this show is. And off the bat, I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in Season 2 and in Season 3. And, I mean, if you like Guardians of the Galaxy movies from the MCU, you like Groot, Star-Lord, Gamora, Nebula, Ronan, Thanos, you like any of those characters from the MCU movies, you're going to enjoy this show for sure. It was really cool to see cartoon versions of the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Collector, Ronan, Nebula, Thanos, Yondu, and a lot more. The Black Order is in this show. This show ties in with Thor. Thor appears in episode 15. Loki appears in episode 13, and he actually fights the Guardians several times. The Destroyer armor from the Thor movie from 2011 is in here. The Inhumans are in this show as well. There are so many characters in this show and in this season, and I'm just like, are they? And I'm like, watching this show, and I'm like, are they leaving anybody for Season 2 and 3? Which is a little bit of a fear that I just realized. Like, you have all these characters you've introduced in the first season. Do you have any left to have for the last 2 seasons? I'm like, oh, there's so many characters. I loved all the one-liners and the jokes, and they match perfectly with each character, and they deliver it really well. The voice actors for everybody did a phenomenal job. I enjoyed all the new characters in the show. Like, there's the dog. He's a Russian dog on Nowhere, and he has psychic abilities, and he talks psychically, and he has psychic powers, and I think his name's Cosmos. It was really cool. Throughout this season, it was really cool watching the team grow up and learn to work together, and you're seeing them mold and become a family, which is really cool. The main plot is that the Guardians are outlaws and heroes, and they're protecting the galaxy from supernatural devastation, and they're protecting it from, of course, Ronan and Thanos and all these other crazy events that happen. This show also dives in a lot into Star-Lord's half-human, half-alien bloodline. That is a plot line that is used heavily in this show and season. I loved when Star-Lord was making Earth people references. That was still really funny. I enjoyed a lot of the episodes that particularly focused on 1 or 2 characters. Like, there's one episode that focuses specifically on Groot and his backstory. There's another episode where it focuses on Rocket and his family and how he was created. Gamora gets a little bit of love more in this show. Star-Lord is the primary focus. They didn't really do a lot with Drax. Drax just feels like a typical hero where Ronan killed his family and he wants revenge, so they really haven't done anything phenomenal with him still. We also got to learn that the Grand Master, which appears in this show, and the Collector are actually brothers. I did not know that before watching this, so that was a really shocking revelation. And we also get to see Mantis and Star-Lord's father, and Star-Lord's royal sister was in here, which is really cool. Um, the Guardians of the Galaxy also traveled Asgard in this show, and we actually learned that Star Lord's alien half, his race is called the Spartax, which is just a really bad ripoff from Spartans. So, but his race is called the Spartax, and I enjoyed the fact when Spartax and Asgard go to war. That was really cool, and Thanos and his army also become a part of it. Star Lord actually ends up getting rid of his ability to become king of Spartax, and that was a really cool moment. He's like, I've already got a family, I've already got a galaxy to protect. I don't need just a planet to protect. I want to be with my friends and family. That was really cool. Also, Star Lord actually gets to revisit Earth in this show and battles Thanos, and that was a really fun moment. Overall, I had a blast watching this show, but there are unfortunately a couple negatives that I do want to talk about. First of all, some things are said and done with no explanation, and the show kind of asks you to just go along with what's going on and deal with it. Um, Towards the beginning of the show, Nowhere is actually used as like a Death Star cannon, which really it just drove me insane. It like literally Nowhere, the head just it shoots lasers out of its eyes and it can spin 360 in space. It was really silly. So yeah, that happens. There can be for some people. I ended up watching this with a coworker of mine, and my coworker's like, "There's too many villains, and I don't know who I'm supposed to be like rooting for to be destroyed." So that can be a real irritation and confusing to some people. We also learned that Star Lord's blasters have the ability to shoot anything they need to, and that they're elemental blasters. So Star Lord's blasters, they can shoot fire and act like a flamethrower. They can be like an ice turret. They can shoot rock boulders out of them. Whatever the plot needs Star Lord's blasters to do, they end up doing. Also, this show, even though it takes place after the 2014 Guardians of the Galaxy movie, I have a high suspicion that this show isn't canon because events and characters meet up and things are said and done before the events of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, and it just makes no logical sense when you watch this show and then you watch those two Avengers movies. Things just don't mesh well together. Also, this season focuses a lot on a fetch quest. So, first of all, the show starts off where the Guardians of the Galaxy have to get this box. Then they get this box. Then they need to fill the box with crystals. Then once the box is filled with crystals, it gives them a map, which takes them to a bunch of other planets, trying to find this cosmic seed. And when they finally get to the spot where they think they found the cosmic seed, it's not there, and they have to go to another planet. And then once they find the cosmic seed, then they have a bunch of problems with Spartax, and they figure out that, no, this person doesn't have the cosmic seed. They have to go to find the cosmic seed still. And it's just a bunch of fetch questing and planet hopping to a bunch of unknown planets. And it kind of was a cool concept, but once you're able to figure out it's just a fetch quest for most of the season, it kind of got irritating, and it was really just irritating and annoying to have to do that. Groot is actually constantly destroyed in this show, and it was just a plot tool or device, as some people want to call it. Groot would basically just quote unquote die in order to end the current threat, and would barely survive. Like he would have like a twig or an arm or something left over, and then of course he would regrow. But he would explode or something, or protect his friends from being killed off, so they could complete the mission 2 minutes later. And it was really annoying, and it continues throughout the whole season. I hope that's not in season 2. There is an unnecessary Jack and the Beanstalk moment in episode 21. In episode 10. Episode 10 was really irritating because there's this plant that's able to be alive, and this planet that's alive and has the power to resurrect people from the dead and do a bunch of other odd things. And because of it, it's just like no one should have died in this show because of this one planet that can resurrect people. Episode 11 has a King Kong moment. So stupid. Episode 18 has a Empire Strikes Back moment when Star-Lord decides to fall and quote-unquote die rather than join his twisted father, which is working for Thanos. So Star-Lord literally is hanging on for his life, and he decides, I'm not going to take my father's hand. I'm going to jump down this tube, and of course the Guardians of the Galaxy show up and save him, and he doesn't die. But it was like, why? And two more last two things. The Inhumans end up capturing Maximus, which is this Inhuman that can mind control people, and it was really dumb because he ends up getting captured, and then a couple episodes later we revisit him, and he's still got his mind control helmet on, kind of like Magneto. And I'm just like, why in the world did the Inhumans allow Maximus to keep his mind control helmet on while he's in cryosleep jail in episode 21? That was really stupid. And then the last episode was kind of a ripoff of A Christmas Carol, and it was kind of cool and really uniquely well done, but it didn't add anything to the overall plot. And the fact that it's the last episode, it felt like a weird way to end the first season. Overall, I had a blast watching this. I know I've kind of nitpicked it a little bit, but I'm really looking forward to seeing where the show goes in season 2 and 3. And overall, I highly encourage you guys to check it out. I watched this on Disney Plus. I don't know if you can get this on DVD or Blu-ray or like digital stores, but if you have Disney Plus, I definitely encourage you, if you're subscribed to that service, give it a watch. With that, guys, I'm going to give Guardians of the Galaxy Season 1 an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream.